Welcome to Midweek Football with young Leg and BurrOaks, brought to you by 2 Foot Talk. We've got Champions League action, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Neymar dancing, Vinny dancing, and why the fuck is there a Newcastle highlight? Either way, we're getting into it. Let's get the winners, and let's get some midweek football. What's going on? You are tuned into Midweek Football UCL edition. We're back. I told you guys that we're going to have more brains and games. That's because I thought one more person was going to get on. Now I'm going to make it a surprise. You have no idea who the fuck that was, and I'm not going to tell you. I am Young Leg. I got my man BurrOaks with me. I got Nick with me. I got Thy Pitch Wizard. What's going on, fellas?
Shit, man, just chilling, trying to get a tweet up real quick so that people know we're live, and just fucking
Well, I got caught up in the baseball talk, and then I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to start this.
Yeah, I got caught up in feeding the Arsenal trolls a little bit yesterday. It's gonna happen. They're just very annoying. So you know how that goes. But other than that, looking forward to UCL. Gonna have a big day tomorrow. Obviously, Madrid's playing, so you know, I wouldn't say necessarily nerves. Like, I'm not sweating it. I'm not worried about it. It's just gonna be a tough game, and we're gonna go out there. We're gonna do our thing, and we're gonna handle our business. You don't get to play the most UCL caps, have the most UCL wins, and have the most UCL appearances without losing a few. So I'm confident. I think this team's ready to go, and we're going to try and advance and play Bayern or Arsenal next.
You know what's crazy is that I was like just going to tell Oaks, all right, we'll take it easy on Arsenal fans. And here comes the first one with their chest out, asking what Man U and Lazio are doing here. Like they haven't been gone for 7 years. But, you know, hey, we'll get it started early. Don't worry, we'll get in there. Let me intro our other two guys here. We got Lazio man Nick. Nick, I feel like we talked to you before the second leg of the Bayern game, so we kind of knew where the vibes were at, and I feel like you were pretty clear about what you hoped happened and what you thought was going to happen, and yeah, the latter.
Hey, man, it is what it is. We made it further than I thought we were going to make it. A good season in the Champions League. We got Sadi fired, which I think was necessary, but I won't clog up the show with too much Lazio thoughts. It's nice to have fans. I'm glad we got comments already, but it's a pleasure to be back on with you guys. Thank you for having me.
And Dave, you know, you got an open seat here for the Champions League, buddy. Don't let them talk to you like that, man. What's going on, dude?
No, I'm here solely for wearing this solely for the Liverpool draw. I didn't think we could get anything other than maybe a goal from them, but no, having a 2-2 draw, that's what I'm wearing it for. And hey, you know, it's not a lot of times where I can wear Manchester United gear without having to say, hey, we lost yesterday or the other day. So it's a little bit of a kind of a positive vibe going right now, even though we're not in the Champions League. But thank y'all for having me, and can't wait to talk some Champions League football, y'all.
Well, good news is that I was on Liverpool for that game, and I had you guys on the double chance for Chelsea, but that's more of a Wednesday topic, so we won't even go there yet.
We won't go. As far as my picks, didn't like the game, but we won't go there. As far as United fan, we like it.
Way to be able
we don't
to
care about that. This is a Champions
League.
League show. This is a Champions League show now. We're not even worried about that, guys.
There you go. Yep, move on. We're moving on.
Folks, we're going to rip the Band-Aid off. We're going to start out with Arsenal versus Bayern. So tomorrow's matchup in London, Arsenal versus Bayern. We got Arsenal sitting at -140, Bayern at +360. Timber's out, Sarr's out, Sacha Bowie's out, and Buckman, who I don't know who he is, but he's also been out all in the entire season. Just going through the list for you. Everyone else is set to play. Nobody else is suspended. We'll see what happens between today and tomorrow. You know, something weird might happen, but we're going to start with you, Oaks. Oaks, give us something light. Give me a freebie here in this Arsenal Bayern game.
I like the under 2.5 a lot at +118. Listen, Arsenal is a good team. There's no doubt about it. Like these guys can play. What I'm what I'm always chirping about is that you guys haven't done this before. You haven't done this in a long ass time. And UCL ball really is different. Ask everybody here who's watched their team play UCL ball and have done it this decade. You know, like in the last 10 years, a lot of things are different. Tournament football is just different. I'll be very interested to see how Arsenal handle this. Leg one at home is a huge deal versus being away versus Porto. Last time, you know, Arsenal goes down a goal, knows that they're coming back to the Emirates, have that to lean on. But they got trapped. Like, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me or not. And I'm really excited to hear about it because I respect all your opinions, but Arsenal got fucking trapped. They played Porto's game and they did the riskiest thing in football, which is they went to pens with Porto, which is a 50-50 coin flip, and they won, and they deserve to cheer for winning. But I thought that was a massive mistake. You got taken out of your game. You didn't play free-flowing. You didn't play attacking football. You didn't look to run up the goals. It looked like you were nervous, and it looks like the pressure UCL got to you a bit. And that's not saying that you can't continue to win in UCL. It's just that you have to go through this difficult learning experience to grow and become what, you know, a lot of us are, at least me and Leg are, Dave to a certain extent, you know, Lazio and Nick for a certain extent, the UCL giant. People who are here every single season and live for this and do this every year and make deep runs. What you do to deal with that pressure changes. It changes who you are and how you play a lot. And I'll be interested to see what Arsenal and Arteta have up their sleeve and see how they deal with it.
I'm still looking at a plus 360 next to Bayern Munich's name, and it just really confuses the shit out of me in the year 2024 of our Lord that Bayern Munich is traveling in a Champions League match to Arsenal, and they are plus 360. Nick.
Yeah.
You know me. You know I probably have a long list of fouls and shots on target. So what do you like otherwise?
Listen, I think I agree with both of you. That's, to use Oaks' terminology, it's a disrespectful number. It really is. And you mentioned Arsenal fans, and I saw you going back and forth a little bit yesterday. I was going to jump in, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be on tomorrow with him, so let me just save my thoughts for the show. But you're exactly right. Here's the thing about Arsenal. They're just overvalued by the Premier League machine. That's not a knock on how good they are. That's not a knock on their potential. That's just reality. And that's what we're seeing in the betting lines here. Are they a better team? Maybe. Are they on better form this year? Yes. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. They're at home. But this is a different animal. And from a betting standpoint, until Arsenal proves to me that they can make it out of a Champions League quarterfinal, they don't get my money. That's just a fact. And I think Bayern's being a little bit overlooked in this one. I think, you know, over the weekend, they had a terrible performance where they were up 2 goals. They wound up losing 3-2. Well, they have nothing to play for in the league. If they get 3 points in that game, that doesn't matter. It doesn't change the trajectory of their season. This is what they have to look forward to. One win, or I guess a win over 2 legs, pretty much erases all the pain that they've had to this point. And I don't think that's properly reflected in the odds. So I'm really strongly leaning towards Bayern plus 3/4 of a goal. It's at minus 120. I think at worst, Arsenal squeak out a 1-goal win and you get half your stake back. But at this point in time, man, Arsenal has to prove it to me before I can bet on them.
You know that Byron's feeling disrespected too.
No doubt.
Like every media outlet is just gassing Arsenal.
Exactly right.
All right, Dave.
All right, guys. So I guess I'm going to go against the grain here. As far as us 4, and I guess it makes sense since I'm wearing the Manchester United. I think there's an EPL logo somewhere around on this jersey.
That's got to be the throwback Ronnie, right? With the long
yeah,
sleeve.
exactly. But guys, we're not talking about a Bayern Munich that has come in here that have done anything relatively what we need to see them do to make us trust them. I think Arsenal, especially if this game was at Bayern first leg, if this game was at Allianz, then I can maybe see Arsenal maybe stumbling a little bit, being a little bit of a big showcase with a big quarterfinal against Bayern Munich. But the fact that they're at home, I think that you have to bank on Arsenal getting 2 goals against Bayern. So I'm all over Arsenal team total over 1.5. It's at -140. I think the fact that the Bayern name has moved that line a little bit reasonable. If it wasn't for the Bayern name, I think Arsenal would have it as it would probably be a -160, -170, thinking that Arsenal was going to run up the score and Bayern might have a goal or two. But I think Arsenal will get 2 goals no matter what. Just some things here. I mean, hell, the last away game for Bayern in the Champions League was a loss to Lazio, your team, Nick. Bayern have allowed 8 goals in the last 4 games. 8 goals in the last 4 games Bayern has allowed. They gave up 3 to Heidenheim. The last away game that they've won was Dartmouth, and that was the first away game they won in their last 6. Darmstadt in the Bundesliga. And they've given up 23 goals in their last 11 away games, Bayern Munich. Okay? So we can't overlook that. I know Bayern Munich, as far as Champions League pedigree, as far as their name, as far as Germany's Bundesliga, they don't give a shit about that anymore. Leverkusen's got it. But you cannot overlook Arsenal just coming in here at the Emirates, just at least laying down the hammer, trying to get at least 2 goals. Bayern Munich, they could try to get a goal or two. I don't know if they will, but if Arsenal give up a goal early, then they'll raise the score to 3 goals. So I'm all over the team total over 1.5. Some other quick info because I really like this game. This is probably my favorite game out of the 4 games. Arsenal has scored 17 goals in their last 6 home games. Scored 39 goals in their last 13 games, so that's 3 goals a pair, and then scored 9 goals in their last 3 UCL home games. So they scored 9 goals in the last 3 UCL home games, and I would think that their group stage was a little bit tougher than Bayern's group stage. So, and then you could just a little Sevilla, Lens, and I forgot who the other one is, but Bayern had Manchester United, Galatasaray. Give me a break, okay? So I'm just saying, just saying. But I think Arsenal are going to come in here. Harry Kane was a Tottenham guy. Arsenal fans are going to all over his ass. He's not going to want that. So I just think Arsenal come in here, win 2-0, maybe 3-0. And if Bayern get a goal, then Arsenal will definitely get 3 goals, I believe. But yeah, I'm all over the Arsenal team total over 1.5. And if you want to take first half team total over just 1 goal for Arsenal, because I think they're going to come out hot, that's at -140 as well.
I would say the only thing that doesn't make me confident in Bayern is the fact that Thomas Tuchel is their manager. I feel like I say that all the time also. Other than that, if you think Harry Kane isn't going to score against Arsenal, if you think that hate is gone from his heart, I think that's wild. So I'm already looking at both teams to score at -150. Harry Kane was +195. I'm not saying they're going to go out and win the game, but if I can get a Bayern double chance, and I think they would be really happy with the draw and then going back to the Allianz to get the job done. What I'm in my head, what I'm picturing is that Thomas Tuchel is like tied up somewhere, and Kimmich and Mueller just are like, boys, we've fucking done this before. Let's go out and do our fucking job. And they just handle business. Like, I just want Thomas Tuchel to not even be on the bench. And then I would go on Bayern money line at that point. So.
The earlier the better, I would say. But if Bayern, or the later the better, I would say. But if Bayern get a goal early, would you not think that they sit back? And would you not think Arsenal? You don't think
their defense is good enough?
Atrocious. I would beat the shit out of Harry Kane.
Yeah, you got to keep pressing. You got to keep control of the ball in the midfield with your, with Kimmich.
What has shown Bayern Munich's back line or midfield to take any kind of resistance from a front line that does pressure, that does have quality going forward, and that can bang in goals?
Yeah, but I watched Arsenal turn the ball over 965,000 times in the midfield versus Porto. Like, so, no disrespect.
I was gonna say something about Porto. I believe Porto's at least 20-30% times better defense than Bayern. What we have
they got 42-year-old Pepe at center back, dog.
Hey, that's better than what Bayern has been like. Even playing on the field.
Serie A defender of the year.
He's better than De Ligt.
They had to beat Dortmund by 3 goals because Darmstadt, by 3 goals because Darmstadt scored 2 on them. Like, come on, this is Arsenal. They're in the freaking like.
There it is.
They're
There
in the
it is.
freaking lead right now, or trying to get in the leader for Man City and
I don't care.
Liverpool.
The Premier League doesn't move the needle
I don't
for
know.
me.
Yeah, I feel like it's just different.
That was at Porto away. They came back and Arsenal beat them 1-0. They probably could have beat them 2 or 3-0 if they wanted to. But hey,
they tried. They should have tried then. They should have played a good football game and actually gone out there and played fucking Arsenal football then. Like, no, I'm just saying they played scared. And you could see it because all they wanted to do was tie that game and go to pens because they were scared.
I think Arteta will have them ready. Arteta will let them know. Like, y'all remember?
That's my thing is I don't know. Arteta's never been here before, and Arsenal haven't proved shit to me, except for that they love to bottle the league.
Except for the fact that Bayern Munich is named Bayern Munich. And what other fact that shows you that Bayern could get past Arsenal away from home? If Arsenal was away from home at Allianz, I could understand that. But right now, first leg, I can see Porto got Arsenal kind of surprisingly away from home on that first leg. Arsenal's at home at fucking Emirates. If they go to Allianz without 2 goals, then
they're done. They're beat.
Exactly. So they have to have 2 goals.
I don't have confidence that
got to see it first.
2 goals against Bayern, man. I just don't. Like,
I'm with you. They're playing good ball, but also they haven't played against Kane and Musiala, and then you got Sane gunning down the wing. Coman might be back for this game. Serge Gnabry scoring goals again.
If Bayern scores 1 or 2, Arsenal put 4 past them.
Look, I'm on the under. I think this is a 1-0 or 1-1 draw.
I think Arsenal wins 2-0. I said 2-0, but if Bayern gets a goal or 2, Arsenal will turn up the heat even more.
I don't.
If Arsenal plays Arsenal football and controls the game.
They need to take advantage of being at home. This is the last thing I'll say about this. Byron's fans are suspended from traveling. They have no away fans here. So, Dave is 100% right. Arsenal, if you get anything less than a 2-goal lead and you go to the Allianz in that environment, you're going to get fucking blessed and you're knocked out of Champions League. So Dave's right. If you like Arsenal, the way to back them is on the team total or on the both teams to score over 2.5. Or if you like them on the money line, I think minus 135 is pretty juiced. Minus 140 is really juiced. I think that's heavy. But Dave's dead right. If they go to the Allianz with anything less than a 2-goal lead, peace out, Arsenal. You're fucking done.
Agreed.
Dave, and I'm with Dave made a lot of good points. And that's not to say that they're like I started off by saying it. I think they're the better, more informed team. They just have to show it first. They have to prove it to us. They have this league right there. The league is for the taking, especially with the result this week with Liverpool. I mean, what are they going to prioritize? Can they realistically win the Premier League? Or can they realistically win the Champions League? And I don't personally think they can win the Champions League.
I think they have depth enough. I think they have depth enough this year more than other years in the past. Arsenal.
And I think teams around them are worse, but man, you're going to have to go through 3 of them.
Yeah.
And you're not playing Bournemouth or Luton Town
Arsenal,
or Everton.
Even Arsenal's run to the league last year, they weren't playing this good of ball. They were not playing this good of ball, scoring 5 or 6 goals at a time. So I just think, and at the same time, Bayern has never given up this many goals. Tuchel is a fucking idiot.
So no disagreement here. I hate it. The man's got a UCL title.
I mean, like you said earlier, the first thing, other than Kimmich and Mueller just getting in a room without the coach, just saying, hey, this is how we're going to do it, then I think Arsenal can take it to them.
Here's last thing I'll say. I don't think anybody wants to win this game more than Harry Kane. I think Oaks made a great point there, or it might have been Leg. I'm sorry. Plus 240 for 2 shots on target. I don't know. I might go to
200 for a goal.
Dude, 200 for a goal? You telling me Arsenal might not give up a pen or something? And Harry Kane will net that?
There's 10 other players on the field. That's all I'll say.
He's real big, though.
Kai Havertz, if he starts, past German player, he's going to go all over Bayern, if y'all want to talk about that now.
I mean, you're right. I think, Kai Havertz has a ton of motivation to go stick it to
playing
Bayern
well
in
too.
the Champions League.
I don't know if I would
also
compare
has a contract
his
extension he's looking for.
Harry Kane.
I mean, dude, he was a shit. Like, everybody thought he was terrible at Chelsea, but Arteta.
No, it's just that the Chelsea team was shit. Same thing with
Pulisic.
Pulisic. That Chelsea team was complete shit.
He scored for that title also.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I mean, listen, again, I'll end it here. no matter how shit I think Tuchel is, he's got a UCL title. Arteta hasn't proven anything to me, and this Arsenal squad hasn't proven anything to me. The other couple of things I would look at, Musiala shot on targets plus 125. Rice's shot on targets plus 140. Euler's shot on targets plus 180. We know he loves to put his shooting boots on for the UCL. Goretzka's shot on target is plus 205. That's mad disrespectful. Ooh. And then Byron to qualify at plus 150. If you think this game stays close and they come back to the Allianz with only 1 goal down, I'm telling you guys, the Allianz is the roof might blow off that place because these fans aren't allowed to travel to England for this game. So you know it's going to be ape shit nuts when they come back to the Allianz.
Yeah. Hey, let me give y'all the last thing. 6 games for Arsenal. Yes, Porto only 1 goal.
All trash teams, by the way.
Dude, they've gotten all 3 goals in the last 6 games, including goals against Newcastle, Liverpool, Brentford. I mean, dude, and Bayern. I just can't trust Bayern right now. I mean, I know y'all say y'all can't trust Arsenal within this situation, but I couldn't trust Bayern I couldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole.
This is salvaging their season. That's really like
Byron has a lot of pride to play for here. Yeah. And if they don't advance, they're going to want to make it by maybe a 1-goal margin. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My favorite bet of this game, guys, Harry Kane for 1 foul plus 140. Tell me you don't see him undercutting somebody on 1 long ball? Late. Plus 140, give me that. Saliba is also minus 135 for 1 foul. So
I think cards live in this fixture too, man. The lines are really, really low. Arsenal team total 1.5 minus 130. Bayern 2.5 plus 120.
Ooh, can it be offside plus 120?
I don't know what book offers that, but I want it.
Yeah, no kidding.
PointsBet used to offer that.
Yeah, they used to be cool.
Yeah. Now they're fanatics and they blow because they don't offer player props.
Yeah, but they keep randomly giving me free money, so I always pop.
That's true. I do use them a lot for other sports, but just not so much.
I have a $50 future on Madrid just in that one because I was like, oh, free $50, okay. All right. Anyway, speaking of Madrid, yeah, you like that segue, Dave?
That was nice. That was
nice. On purpose. Madrid versus Man City. Somebody already did the whole, it's the final, it's early again. Yeah, we did the whole thing last year. Nobody cares. I have a lot of stuff for this, and I'm going to start talking a lot of shit because I've been watching too many English people being really confident. So I'm going to let Nick start because he seems like he's going to be the middle guy here. And then I'm going to let Dave go, and then I'm going to let me and Oak spew our whatever we want to spew.
All right, man. I'm going to try not to be biased because Real Madrid does have a place in my heart. I had the future on them 2 years ago when they won. I love Ancelotti. I don't really care for City. Like, I'm kind of sick of them. I think Real at home have to get something out of this game. I mean, plus 180 number. I want to take the money line so bad. I don't know that I can, but I think just across the board, Oak said it last game, first leg of a tie, especially a quarterfinal, proceed with caution. There's going to be more unders than you're hoping for. Everybody wants to watch a game and see 3, 4, 5 goals. It's not going to go down that way, even though both of these teams are great and both of these teams could score. I think Real Madrid pick'em line, a draw no bet line at even money is the best number you're ever going to get Real Madrid at. I don't care the situation. So for me, just for that alone, I'm taking it. Plus 170 to advance, I think is as good a number as you're going to get against Manchester City. If there's any team that's going to beat them, it's Real Madrid. It's a shame that it had to happen this soon, I guess. But I'm going to hop on the Madrid bandwagon with you guys. They have the only shot, I think, to take down City. So it has to be now.
I think if Arsenal make it through, they might give them another run for their money. I don't know if Pep's like saving his best shit for Arsenal for that type of matchup because it seems like he bullshits most of their games every time they play. Can't even get his star striker with the record in goals a shot on target. So City hasn't impressed me as much this year. So I'm sure Dave will have nice things to say about them.
Yeah, first off, fuck City. But
Okay.
but as far as capping this game, I can't really see. I mean, yeah, Real Madrid at draw no bets a great play, especially at plus money. If you can get it at that, but I can't pick a winner from these two teams. Similar to what y'all been talking about with Bayern Munich, especially Real Madrid at home, have just shown me during the Champions League that they are not to be messed with. Even though Man City coming to this game, on a high, especially winning the last Champions League final, so against Real Madrid, I believe. So I'm kind of looking at player prop bets here. I do like Vinny. Vinny to score or assist here at plus 120. I think that's a very good number.
Hold on, you got that Vinny stat for me? His Champions League stat? You got that?
No, why don't you say it?
What is it, like 16 in his last 14 versus English teams? Something ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Somewhere
Okay.
he's scoring or assisting every single time he plays an English team.
Well, when he's been impressing me a lot. So, and the fact that City like to get on the ball and like to press forward on the ball with the ball, they have been allowing a lot of teams to get behind them, and they do really like to play. City likes to play with the ball on that right side. They don't really have a dominant left footer that's on that wing, that's left wing back, but they have a guy on the right side, usually Kyle Walker or somebody that like can play a ball in. So they like to press up. So I can see Vinny on that left side of that winger spot getting behind Man City. So I like the score assist for plus 120. And then Kevin De Bruyne. I know I really respect Kevin De Bruyne. I love how he plays. And the fact that he can get to score assist at plus 135 right now on DraftKings, I think is a very good line. He takes all the most of the corner kicks, takes pretty much 99% of the free kicks anywhere near the goal. And if anything, he needs to be on form for City to have a good game. Him and Foden. Foden to score assists is at plus 160 as well. I do like that. But KDB to score assists at plus 135.
Wait, you like Foden? What if I told you that Danny Carvajal's off gluten?
I was looking at Danny Carvajal to being carded at plus 250.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so if he's off gluten, he's probably pissed. No, I'm just kidding. But no, KDB to score assists, I really like plus 135, and then Vinny Jr. to score assists at plus 120. I'm looking at these two. I haven't made any picks for these games. These are just leans. But
also,
really
did you see the KDB shot on target number at like minus 115? Because that's
Yeah.
absurd to me. He always does something against us.
I was looking at it's at minus 130 on mine. I was just about to say that as well. Or I have it circled here, but yeah, if you like to pay a little bit of that, I didn't say it because last game I had maybe 2 games ago I had KDB shot on goal the same price. Didn't shoot, so I was kind of like scared of that. But hey, City get a lot of possession, then you can definitely see KDB getting a shot or two.
And those are I'm so with you on those 3. I think those are the plays to make for that particular market. I'd almost be so bold if we're going to take KDB, just take the plus 250 assist anytime number. Like that's just
he takes way too many set pieces. Yeah,
bro, his goal number is plus 550. If you want to get real spicy with it, I have looked.
I mean, his corner kicks alone, like on both sides, are just. Exactly
that's his like whole thing is he can just whip the fuck. I will always give him credit for being able to strike the shit out of a ball and just whip the ball in. What I would take away from him is the amount of whipped passes that go to absolutely fucking nobody, and nobody talks about those ones when he's sending in 40 crosses a game and only completes about 18 of them.
Maybe for a strike, not all of them, but maybe half of them. Maybe the striker should have seen that. Maybe he had a little run there.
I'm sure
maybe
Erling Haaland isn't good at getting on the end of crosses.
Yeah, I mean, hell, he hasn't been, obviously.
Yeah, that's true this year.
Oaks is about to tell us this is a Jude Bellingham game. I can see it in his face.
No, it's 1,000%.
It's a 1,000% Jude Bellingham game. But the bigger story than that is, ladies and gentlemen, he's fucking back. The best goddamn center back on the face of the fucking planet. Militao is back, baby. And you guys don't even fucking know what Militao brings to this lineup. That solidifies our back line so goddamn hard. The fact that you can get Madrid at the Bernabeu at home on a Tuesday night in UCL at a plus number. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what we do. This is who we are. We have the most caps, the most wins, the most fucking games played, the most we live and die for UCL. And what I kept telling everybody the past couple of weeks is your club's aspirations are my club's expectations. Our club's expectations are you need to win the league, win Champions League, and win the domestic cup. You have to win 2 or 3 of those. Otherwise, you're in trouble. They tried to fire Carlo Ancelotti last year for getting second in the league, making it to a UCL semifinal, and only lifting the Copa del Rey. By Madrid standards, that is a failure of a season. People thought we were going to struggle not only in the league, but in UCL. They thought we might not advance out of groups for the first time ever because we didn't go out and replace Benzema, and they wanted Ancelotti fired. Look at us now. Look where we're at now. And that's who Madrid is. We're used to playing 65-plus games a season. You're never going to hear us bitching about our players are playing too much because for the last decade plus, this is where we live. We live deep in this competition. We live deep in our domestic competitions. We live deep at the top of the table for the league challenge every single season. Our strength and conditioning coaches get our players ready for this shit from day fucking one. So yeah. Madrid team total over 1.5 here at plus 135 is also another completely disrespectful number in my opinion. Jude Bellingham to score or assist at plus 140. We already talked about Vinny at plus 120. You already mentioned the KDB shot on target. Somebody in the comments out here is a genius and watches Madrid football because he came right up with, give me Fede Valverde, plus 140 for a shot on target. That's some great money right there too. Tony Cruz, you know the wizard, the quarterback back there, is going to be on set piece duty, and we know what he's capable of. Shot on targets plus 190. Might even look at him for an assist. Tuchemeni to go on goal, even if he's playing center back or if he's playing on the back line. We know how Tuch loves to put in a nice long ball. And if you think that Rudiger's not our main target on set pieces for headers, you got us fucked up and haven't been watching us because Rudiger comes in and slams headers home all the time on the back post. I think Madrid are very good here. City played chicken shit away from their own building, by the way, too. Everybody knows it. They've done it for the last 3 years. They played chicken shit, and they want to keep games 1-0 the entire game away from their own building. I do think this will be cagey. I do think that Don Carlo might be the greatest active manager in the game right now. I know everybody sucks Pep's dick and wants to get all over him and ride his jock. Don Carlo is probably the greatest manager in football at this moment or in any moment all over the planet. And Madrid fans wanted him out last season. Just remember that, guys. That's the standard at Madrid. They wanted Don Carlo gone last year. So, yeah, I think that this is a rivalry. I mean, I would like to say it's not, but this is clearly a rivalry. This is the 3rd year in a row we're matched up against each other, 4th year in a row. And there's a lot of points to prove on both ends of the pitch here. So I'll wrap it up. I know Leg's got a bunch to say, but it's Madrid by 1 million. Fuck what you heard. I'd take them to advance if I didn't already have them to win Champions League at 15-1.
Same.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I just have a list of shots on target. You guys covered all my other shit. I had Real draw no bet, Bellingham anytime goals at plus 230. I might just go out and grab that. And I said Vinny's a score assist is now an automatic bet. Anytime you see a lineup against somebody who's English, just take it. It's hit 14 out of 16 times. So pretty. There's some math for you guys if you don't need eyeballs. My shots on target list goes from I can work with that down to damn, you really think that guy can hit a rectangle? So I got Bellingham and Rodrigo at minus 180. I can work with those numbers. I can get a plus sign out of that somehow. I got KDB minus 115. That one's super easy. I might just put those three together and get my plus sign. Rodri plus 135. We all see him floating at the top of the box. Now he's going to have to deal with Kamavinga going at his ankles, but he is still going to put one on frame. Lunin will be ready. He'll be catching that jaunt. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll still take the plus 135 for that. Kamavinga has a bet with Ancelotti right now that if he scores, Ancelotti has to go and dance with him. I'm taking him for a shot on target, plus 140. As soon as that bet was made, he took 4 fucking shots the next game. That is in the back of his mind. Don't forget it, everyone. And I will see Ancelotti dance before this fucking season.
Insider stuff right there.
Rudiger, main target, plus 370. I didn't even look for the best number. And then on the flip side, you got Diaz, who's, if he's not getting guarded by Rudiger, I would say almost a shoe-in to get a shot on target, because if it's Nacho back there, he's been horrendous this year. And Tchouaméni, I think, is going to be starting at center back because I don't think they think Militao is fully fit enough to play against Manchester City. So Tchouaméni, I do trust in the air, but, he gets a little reckless here and there. I think he could push Ruben Diaz off balance and then gets one. Wait, you found it for plus 400? That's better than my number. And then I have Rodrigo foul, minus 120. He's our main dude that presses, and I know they're going to want to be playing out of the back. Vinny's the one that's going to be maybe walking around while Jude and Rodrigo are actually pressing, so you guys will notice that also. And then Mendy foul. If Mendy starts, his foul's only minus 145. If you've ever watched him play, there is no technical defending ability. He's just a unit in fast. He hacked the hell out of everyone. He's a walking yellow card. So I don't know how you're going to put his foul at minus 145. And, Rico Lewis, never guarded Vinny before. I assume he's going to be playing right back because Kyle Walker is injured. Rico Lewis.
He's gonna get found out.
He's either gonna get smoked, or we're all gonna be like, "Holy shit, is Rico Lewis the best left or right back in the world?" Because that's usually what happens. Somebody stops Vinny from scoring one game, even though he'll score the next game around Rojo, and then all of a sudden there's Vinny stopper and the greatest.
Especially the amount of possession that City will probably have, like just going forward, just being on the front foot. They get caught out.
Also, just one more Madrid thing for you, Bird, Barcelona fan. Your team is actually, believe it or not, your team is actually still in it this year. I know it's been a while. You're usually in Europa by now, but you don't have to suck City's dick. Your team's still there this time.
Oh.
Also, Courtois to fuck KDB's bitch, minus 500. How about that?
I just love how Leg, no matter what, man. Leg has every player to do everything in every game. I just fucking love it. I can't get enough of it. I want it.
The only thing about that is, like, City especially, but maybe a little bit of Madrid, is they have a little bit of a roulette going with starting lineups.
They got a lot of injuries.
You gotta wait until the starting lineup, where especially those midfielders, attacking midfielders or whatnot. So just watch out for those before you put any bets in with player props.
Nick, you just have to get the right balance of shots to fouls in every single game, and you either make a shit ton of money or you're like, well, what's the next game?
No, I love it. It sucks too because in Florida, the Hard Rock doesn't offer player props like that. It's only goal scorers, so I don't dig too much into it, but I just enjoy following along.
Yeah, you just find one really fast Brazilian that plays winger and then take whatever fullback.
Nick, where in Florida are you at?
I'm just north of Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, hell yeah, very nice.
No,
I'm in Savannah.
Oh, Savannah.
Yep.
I was just thinking about going there, but then Savannah versus New Orleans. What food are we going for?
New Orleans.
Yeah, you got a lot of better things to do in New Orleans for sure. Savannah's with the
strictly food. Who do you think would make a better eggs Benedict?
New Orleans.
New Orleans for sure.
All right, well,
food is out of this world, dude. Worth it.
Yeah. Savannah's you and a girl like coming for like a weekend, but if you want to do food and partying, you go to New Orleans.
Who's got better weed?
You don't want to go to Georgia.
I know a guy that gets it straight from Colorado in Savannah, so I can say probably mine.
Right,
I don't know if you can find anybody from New Orleans that gets from Colorado.
All right, we got Atleti versus Dortmund now. This is the Wednesday game, first of the Wednesday game. We got Atleti minus 130, Dortmund plus 370. I actually feel like that's kind of disrespectful to Dortmund, but I've also been watching Dortmund all season, so I don't care because the only time they really turn it on is in Champions League, though. But they don't have Daniel Malin, which if you're not going to start Adeyemi, I then kind of lose faith in your offense. But The
Jaden
numbers
Sancho.
suck for Atleti also. I don't really know, besides Griezmann, to do something. Like, you're looking at Morata with minus numbers. If you are a Morata believer, I'm a Morata truther, so I know what he actually plays like. And if his hair looks like shit, you might as well just sub him out, tell him to put the penny back on. So this is a weird one for me because I do think that the Wanda is really tough to play at, and that it makes sense that Atleti's numbers that, but I don't like it, so fix it, Vegas, pretty much.
Look, I'm fine with laying minus 125 here at the Wanda. I think Atleti does win this game. This one is probably going to surprise you guys, but I like the over 2.5 here. Atleti is not the same Atleti they used to be. They don't keep clean sheets. In UCL, they still don't keep clean sheets. Oblak isn't the same monster he is, but he doesn't have a lot of help in front of him either. The over 2.5 is sitting at plus 100. I think that's a really good number. I also like the both teams to score at minus 115. I think that's a great number. Leg talked about it. Griezmann to score or assist. He takes the pens. He takes all the set pieces. Minus 120 is juiced. I'm probably not going to play that as a standalone, and I'll wait and take it in the reverse fixture when they go to Dortmund, because we'll get a much better number when he's shooting into the yellow wall. Look, without Malen, whose to score or assist number was plus 270, which I would have jumped all over. This is going to be tough.
Right, it's going
to have to be an Adeyemi game. I love his shot on target price at plus 125. There's some other numbers that really stood out to me is just being disrespectful. Lino's shot on target at minus 115. He's done that in like the first 15 minutes of pretty much every fucking UCL match I've watched this year. Fulkerg for a shot on target is minus 105. That's disrespectful for the 9 for Dortmund. That's completely out of this world. Marco Reus, Mr. UCL, the guy who's going to show up on a European night when you need him, even if he doesn't start. I'm not telling you to take it, but look for his stuff live if he doesn't start and comes on, because I said that last game, and look what he did. He got the game-winning fucking goal. Nice, great job, Marco Reus. His shot on target at plus 120 is a really high number, and then Sancho is plus 140. So I think that's a really high number for him. It took him till like the 93rd minute over the weekend to get a shot on target, but at plus 100, I found a lot of value in that. Yes, it did take a while, but it did eventually cash. And like said, Dortmund's kind of cooked right now. They're stuck in a really weird in-between limbo of they're not top 4 in Bundesliga, but they're not separated by enough points where it's coming down to goal differentials. So Dortmund really need to pick their shit up in Bundesliga, or they need to win UCL, or they're not going to be playing UCL ball. And I don't think they're winning UCL. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here with Dortmund. I'm all over Atleti. I think they advance, and I think they go on to the next round. I think they win this game, and I think they're very live on the road at Dortmund as well.
Yeah, I haven't looked into this game too much because I really was looking really hard into the Arsenal Bayern and Real City game for tomorrow. But looking at it off the cusp, I do like the both teams to score here. Like you said, Atletico's been giving up a lot of goals, but Dortmund I think would feel like they need to get a goal going and back to home to have a chance to get Atletico. The only thing I can see maybe happening is like a 0-0, but against the both teams to score. I don't think it will end 1-0 or 2-0. I think it will end a 1-1 or a 2-1. So I do like the over that you were talking about. But both teams to score at minus 120, I do like that for Dortmund and Atletico.
Yeah, I'm with you guys here. How do you not take an Atletico first leg at home under? Like, I get what you're saying, Oaks, but it's just like I could never bring myself to bet the over, so I'm going to stay away. This is by far my least favorite game of the round. It's really tough because Atletico, listen, they won their group. They had the big upset against Inter in the last round. Obviously, they're going to be happy about facing Dortmund compared to probably any other side at this stage of the competition. So
wanted
I
them
don't
to get
fault.
Arsenal so bad.
Yeah, man, I don't fault anybody for taking Atletico at home -130. I don't know, man. I think Fulkrug might be the play, man. And +320 to score. If you think he could get a goal and Dortmund can get something out of this game, that's just such a solid number. That's kind of where I would lean.
Yeah, I like Adeyemi props almost the same as Fulkrug. I think if they get him in the starting lineup and they get him on any sort of counterattack, he's going to be absolutely deadly to that Atleti back line, either winning a shit ton of set pieces or just cooking the whole thing himself. So, Oaks, I think you said a shot on target number. I was looking at him to score or assist at +300 also. And I had the both teams to score, but you said that one too. Nick is frozen also, which I thought he was just like doing a sexy, like kind of like
You can hear me though, right?
Zoolander type
Yeah,
of
we
thing.
got your sound.
No,
good.
it's StreamYard does this to me at about 45 minutes. Doesn't matter what I got, like the latest Google. I'm hardwired into the internet. Doesn't matter. StreamYard just doesn't fucking like me.
Solar eclipse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Let's are you guys good to keep it moving, or you got anything else on this one? Because let's get
I would
wrapped
just
up
say
here.
Emre Can, if he's starting plus
Yep.
180 to get a card, I'm all over that.
Too.
Yeah, Sabitzer too, who takes a ton of free kicks for them. I like his shot on target as well. I thought it was kind of skinny though, at only like +145, +150. So again, I'll wait for the lineup and kind of see where that is at. But yeah, let's keep it moving. We got college basketball national championship tonight. Shout out UConn. So let's get this PSG Barca game off our chests.
Last one. So PSG's got a shit ton of injuries. Hakimi suspended on cards, or he got a red card. I forget. Barcola's now hurt, so who knows who's going to be in that starting lineup up front. Zaire Emery also has a knock, so he's doubtful. On the Barca side, Balde's out, De Jong's out, Pedri, Gavi, Christensen, same injuries they've had. And if my biggest concern with this game is if Luis Enrique is going to be a gigantic piece of shit and take Mbappe out at half or not play him, and I'm going to have to fucking lose my goddamn mind. Because Mbappe, anytime goal scorer, I'm taking at whatever number you fucking want. When you sign a deal with Madrid, this is the first thing. Kick these motherfuckers out of every single competition possible. So I don't have a lot to say on this one besides PSG money line, Mbappe goal, going pretty chalky with this one. I like a Dembele revenge angle. His shot on target was +100. Lamine Yamal, who has been doing well, not in the Champions League, I will say. He has 1 assist in the 8 matches for the star boy over there. He's talking shit. He said, we're going to win 1-0. I'm going to be the one to score. So I'm going to take him to score assist at +220 and his shot on target at -135. And yeah, Dembele to score assist also at +145 if you really love that revenge angle. Oaks.
I like the revenge angle enough that I'll play Dembele's shot on target at +100. I don't love it enough to see him in the back of the net. Shout out our boy Mike, the producer, for jumping in. Yeah, he knows it's all Huskies, baby. UConn. Same with Bird. I know he's big on UConn. But yeah, this is 100% correct. This has 2 Foot Talk special written all over it. If you can get it at -105, like Bird said, I think that's a really, really nice price. Like Leg said, Mbappe, anytime goal scorer, -120. I didn't even really shop that around.
Yeah, -110.
If you guys think I'm not taking Lewandowski, you got me fucked up. This guy's scored in over 78% of every UCL match he's ever played in his entire fucking career. So yeah, if you think I'm so dumb that I can't figure out math and that a guy who gets a goal 80% of the time he touches the field is lined at +165, then you got me fucked up. Like I said, Louis for a goal at +165 is just outrageous. I do kind of like the Asensio narrative here too. Ex-Madrid guy playing for PSG, hates Barcelona, to score assist +120. I really like that. So if I see Asensio out there, I probably will hone in on his props. The Yamal shot on target at -135, I think, is a great number. Gundogan shot on target +160. We know how dangerous he is from the midfield. Cancelo from the back line, we know he loves to shoot in UCL. His shot on target plus 270. And then Frankie de Jong, if he plays, he's always going to let one rip. He's plus 430 just to hit the rectangle.
I'd be stunned to see Frankie de Jong in the game.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you got in this one?
Like I said, I haven't looked too much into this yet, but as storylines go here, I think Perez has been on the phone with Mbappe saying, "Hey, you're going to knock Barcelona out for me before you come to Real Madrid." So,
Hey, I got an
so I
extra
think
40 million, you can knock
Mbappe,
him out.
yeah. So I think Mbappe is going to have a good game against Real Madrid or against Barcelona, especially on the first leg at home. And then you got the Dembele side, who played at Barcelona as well. They're both French, so I think these French men are going to take over this game, especially the first game at home. I expect maybe like a 2-0, 2-1 kind of game on PSG side, but I do like the Mbappe to score. I hadn't seen what the Dembele to score assists or shots on goal, or Mbappe 2 shots on goal if that's anywhere near like a minus 120 or plus money. Yeah, I think Mbappe will be very active during this game.
All right,
All right,
boys.
Yeah.
This my feelings on this game are exactly as they were in the Arsenal game. This is the stage of the competition where PSG have done absolutely fucking nothing. They've choked every single year. They're okay, right? They got the French league on cruise control, same shit. Obviously, they have Mbappe, who's the best player in this fixture. And Barcelona haven't been all that inspiring, but PSG does not get my money until I see them win in the quarterfinals. I don't know that I could do it. So Barcelona double chance minus 125, I think has to be the play if you're backing a side here. PSG very well could do it. I kind of would like to see them get over the hump. I think it'd be interesting for the competition, but can't place a wager on it until I see it.
I can see a 1-1.
Kind of where I'm
I can see
at.
a 1-1.
2-0 PSG and Mbappe brace.
Possible. Very possible.
No, that's
Mbappe's got to
happening.
score. Mbappe, I feel like Mbappe's got to score at home. This is it could be his last UCL game at home at PSG.
That's why I got him as UCL top scorer, Oaks. Remember that future I told everybody to put in.
I do remember that. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm with Oaks too, man. I don't see Lewandowski not making an impact in this game. I think he was built for this exact game.
Have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a goal 80% of the time he's ever stepped on the pitch in UCL. That includes when he was a young buck and he played defense. That includes when he was a substitute.
He wasn't playing in the UCL when he was on defense, bro.
I'm just telling you, anytime he's stepped on the pitch for a UCL match, it's something like 78% of the time he has a goal. So
only argument I'll say is he's usually at like 40 goals usually at this point in the season then when he was doing that.
I mean, they gave me an absolutely ignorant number on him last time Barca played in UCL too, and I was very happy cashing that.
I would do that just in case they got a penalty kick, though.
Right,
that could easily happen as well.
Let's all agree we would like a 1-1 Lewandowski goal and then
Mbappe goal.
Yeah.
Yep. Get a nice little 2-leg parlay home there with both goal scorers. That would be phenomenal.
Yep. Let's do that.
I want PSG to smash them. If it could be just 5-1 and you get your Lewandowski goal, that'd be fine.
That's it. I don't think it would help.
No, you got to throw out Mike's comment. That's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn. Louis. That was a low blow, Mike. As producer, I thought you'd be a little bit more understanding.
That's fair.
Marquinhos will have Louis on lock.
Marquinhos literally just returned in like the 80th minute of the last game.
Just for this reason. To mark Louis.
Guys, you probably thought I didn't have a wheel. Unfortunately, I got a wheel. Actually, wait, I could just cover Nick's face. He's frozen anyway. Now Nick's lips are moving. You guys are just missing it. Nick, you're going to lead us off here. So on the wheel, this is our UCL guy wheel. We got English dude, we got Brazilian, German bull, French guy, and then a whole bunch of miscellaneous just in case. I will say, Nick,
it's my jam.
My John hit last UCL.
Okay.
You and Oaks went cold on me. Ruined the whole fucking thing. All right, anyway, Nick, here we go.
You guys can't see me dance. It's the worst part.
Ooh.
Miscellaneous.
Huh? How about we go with the guy we've just been fucking talking about from Poland, Robbie Boy Lewandowski.
Nick. Loa.
Lou.
All
Plus
right.
210.
Dave, you're next. There we go.
Let's do it.
Dave, you got French guy.
First letter K, last Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe. So we got an Mbappe. Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty much just pick Griezmann or Mbappe. I guess Dembele too. Want to be nice about it. All right, Oaks, all you. There we go. Oh, you get to pick your boy.
Kai.
Oaks got German Bowl.
I'll take Musiala.
Taking Musiala? I thought you were gonna go with your boy Mueller, bro.
I was thinking about it, but I'm gonna take Musiala.
What if I give you Mueller to score assist?
If you gave me Mueller to score an assist, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
Up here.
We'll think about. Well, maybe we'll just add it to the parlay anyway. All right. You know when you like get tired of hearing the same song over and over again?
Not this one.
This is not the case here. It's a banger every time.
He wanted Brazilian too. You know he did.
Miscellaneous. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna go KDB.
All right.
All right.
I like that.
I'm gonna go KDB at the plus 550, and that parlay is gonna be fucking juice now, guys. All right, so
I think my lean with the KDB to score or assist just became a pick.
Yeah.
Sure did.
All right, so we got Loa from Nick, we got Musiala from Oaks, we got Mbappe from Dave, and then we got KDB from yours truly. So throw it in a parlay, it'll 1,000% hit, and then my Venmo is Shopa AJ, and if it doesn't hit, guys, I'm not telling you what to do.
This is a round robin special, man. This is a round robin if I've ever seen it.
Facts, yeah.
Cruz assist. I don't think you're understanding this whole
guys.
deal.
Oh man, that reminds me. All right, Cruz. Who would you rather have, Paul Scholes or Tony Cruz?
Tony Cruz.
Tony Cruz.
I don't know why I'm asking Real Madrid fans. Actually, never mind.
It's hold on.
Tony Cruz, in my opinion, might be the best midfielder ever. Lace up his fucking boots, bro. 92%.
Hold on. What is Skull got that you think Tony Cruz doesn't have?
Like everything.
Oh, okay. So we're the biased ones.
I mean, yeah, really though.
All right, well, if we look at the stats, who's going to be more backed up here, us or you? If we look at the stats.
What's behind y'all? Real Madrid flags I see? I should have known.
What shirt are you wearing?
I don't get to wear this shirt much, all right? I get laughed at when I wear this shirt.
This is my nice shirt.
I get laughed at, all right? But it's still pride.
All right, I'll put a poll out. Who would you rather have, Scholes or Cruz? We'll see what happens.
Yes, please.
He doesn't know that my following is mostly Madrid fans.
I know, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I know. It's all right. It's all right. Not a lot of people were watching soccer back then. It's okay.
That's
we
true.
won team of the century, homie.
Dude, Paul Scholes is the man. Paul Scholes is everybody's favorite player's favorite player.
I feel like I've heard a lot of people be like, I get to brag to people that I coached the greatest midfielder ever, Tony Cruz. Like Pep Guardiola said that. Zidane said that. Ancelotti said that. That's just like a solid list to have there.
I'm pretty sure he said that about Kimmich and not Cruz.
Nope, Pep. It was definitely about Cruz.
I think Cruz is already at Real Madrid now.
Cruz from the Barca fan.
Oh man, well, all right. Well, we'll see. Just post it up.
All right.
Mike,
That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you guys check us out on Twitter at 2Foot Talk. That's at TWO Foot Talk right there. Link is in the description. Also, get you a hat, get you some BurrOaks gear, get you some champagne football, get you a dancing pineapple. Do what you got to do. Oh, we got our man Dave got some Pitch Wizard gear out there for
I
you.
got to level up here.
Yeah, there you go. Make sure you follow Dave at the Pitch Wizard. You can see it right there on the screen. If you can read, right
On
fucking there,
X.
guys. And then
On
he'll
X.
probably even send you a link. Oh, yeah, on X. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, Elon. And then Nick, blink if you're okay.
I'm blinking.
Okay. At Nick Diani. I'm blinking. At Nick Diani on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow Nick. He does plenty of shows as well. I think he double dipped today on 2 different shows.
It's my third show of the day.
Oh, he
Nice.
triple dipped.
Only
At
second
my
for Champions
household,
League,
you
though.
have to now finish the entire bowl. So,
Busy man. Busy man.
Yeah, that's all I got for you guys, though. Fuck what you heard. You too.
Fuck
Thank
what
you for
you
coming
heard.
on.
See y'all guys.
Appreciate it,
Thank you.
boys.
The Huskies to the hoop.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, it's time for hoops.